Hi everyone, welcome to wonderfulwoodworking.com. Omer Sherrist here, and what I'd like to do today is just give you a couple quick tricks and tips about the woodworking business. And the first one I want to do here is yesterday there was a customer come along and they had this antique table, and the table was too low for them, so they wanted me to build some little extensions here to go on the bottom of their table legs, which this is how I chose to do. Now I'm going to show you just how we arrived at making an octagon out of that square piece of material that we had originally cut. And there is the finished piece in the octagon shape. What I had to do was build a quick jig on my table saw here to do such a thing. And you'll find while working in woodworking, there are all types of little jigs here and there that you'll require, and through simplicity, use your thinking caps a little bit, and you'll generally come up with a system that will work for you. So this is what I've done here. It just works right off the T-square here, and what I've done was just put stop blocks on the back here, so that this block here, the square block, will go right into that and run up against the saw. Now I'll just quickly demonstrate how this is going to work. Glued two of these together to give us the thickness that we wanted, and I ran some screws right through the bottom, through the block, right into the bottom of the leg to give us this here. And these here you have to be stained up and finished off. But the customers seem to be very happy with the results of it, and it's great. We've saved an antique table for them, and they're very happy about it. I'll just set this off to the side. Now the next thing I'd like to demonstrate here is a quick and easy way to cut off a floor joist or something of that nature and keep it at 90 degrees, because that's always a problem when you're trying to freehand it with a skill saw, is to keep that thing right at 90 degrees. And in most cases that is a necessity. Anyhow, let's say you mark your floor joist off at whatever you want here. So let's just put it at 5 inches here. You put a mark on there. Take your skill saw, and every skill saw on the face here has a little marking here that you line up with your mark, and that's where your blade will cut if it's set properly. So we set that on the little mark, then we take our framing square and hold it against that, and hold it against the side of the skill saw here, and proceed to cut through there. And that will give you a 90-degree cut every time. Works great, fast and very easy to use. Tip number 3 here that I'd like to introduce you here today is how to set a chalk line. Say for instance if you're building a fence, or maybe setting out the footings for a building, or whatever might require a chalk line. Even property lines or whatever you require a nice straight line down the system. Now here, that's all we have here. I've got a 200-foot chalk line here, as a matter of fact. And what we do is we just attach that to the one end and go over to the other side here. I hope everybody can see this. But the method is that I want to show you is how to tighten that chalk line without any problems. What you do is bring that chalk line right down, a little bit past your peg or your nail that you want to go around. Take them and double back, take your finger through there and just twist that, maybe 8-10 times. And then slip that loop over top of the nail here. Now giving this here a pull to tighten it up, and then you also pull on the other line here. Get it nice and snug, pull this back, and there you are. Your line is tight. Your line is tight. And very simple, easy to do. Now to undo it, you just give this a pull and it slacks it off. You can slip it right off the nail. So it works very well.